What's going on, everybody? Almost Counts Collectibles here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some of the new role-playing items from the Power Rangers Reignition toy line. So we're going to be taking a look at and reviewing the Blade Blaster over here to the left, the Green Ranger mask right here in the middle, and then the Power Rangers Power Morpher over here to the right. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to see what they're all about, what kind of functions do they have. We're going to compare them to some other relatable toy lines that have done similar things, and overall just give you our opinions and thoughts on them. So let's go ahead and move a little bit closer, and let's go ahead and dive into this Blade Blaster. All right, first up we have the Blade Blaster with lights and sound. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. And here's something rattling around down in here. What is it? Try me. Oh, okay. I think that just, maybe the glue came off. Yeah, obviously that probably went right there. All right, so the box is already falling apart. That's great. But no, seriously, so the packaging is very similar to the figures. We've got all the mask over here to the right, the same logo. Blade Blaster shows you what it does. 20 plus phrases and sound effects. Blade Blaster, lights and sounds. All right, here on the back, we can see advertisements for the other stuff. So we have the story again right here. Blade Blaster lights up, 20 plus phrases, 2-in-1 weapon. It's got that little spring action effect. Supposedly we can just pull it back and the blade will shoot out. Looking forward to checking that out. We got the Zords at the bottom, and we have the Power Morpher there. Then we've got the action poses here of the Rangers. All right, so there is the Blade Blaster packaging. Once again, the packaging on this stuff, I mean, I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good. I like the helmets over here, the kind of the green lightning going on. I mean, it's nothing crazy, nothing too fancy, but it kind of pops. I like all the coloring. It's very bright. So I'm kind of liking the new packaging. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right, guys, before I tear into this, I want to just kind of show you what we got going on as far as how to get this open, as far as the packaging actually is. So we've got tape here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. I was just going to speed through this, but I want you guys to see what you're getting into when you have to open this stuff, maybe for your kids or whatever. All right, we got a tab right here. It looks like the bottom should open up. Is it taped? Is it glued? Looks like the bottom might... That's not, okay. I thought it was going to be glued. All right, we got instructions that obviously I think are going to fall out the bottom here. Hopefully this just slides down out of here, but it's never that easy, right? Nope, surely not. All right, I'm not trying to save this box, guys. I'm just going to kind of rip it open here so we can get to where we need to get to. Obviously, it couldn't be easy, right? It looks like it's all maybe taped to the, yeah, the glue. It was glued. So it was glued over here. That's fantastic. Why do they have to make this stuff so difficult? I mean, are they trying to stop people from stealing it? Is that to make the packaging so hard to remove from it that the little security code or whatever has to go with it? All right, so we've got a band here at the bottom. Let's cut this open. All right, we've got another band at the top here and in the front here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these real quick. All right. And we have removed the weapon. Now I will say those were easier to cut than the action figures, but I did have to destroy the box pretty much to get it out because of glue and tape and all that good stuff. All right, let's take a look at the Blade Blaster here. Now, first impressions. It's kind of hard to hold for an adult. I mean, these things really get in the way. Was the old one like that? So with the old one from the early 90s, as an adult even, I can hold this without it hitting my hand. So I can get a comfortable grip on it. This one, however, as an adult, I cannot do that. Those teeth are in the way. They're hitting my hand. I can't really get a good grip on it. I know it's made for a kid. I know you guys are already going to say it, but you know, little things like that. So obviously a smaller child should be able to hold this. Let's go ahead and check out the phrases and the sounds.
Lock on and fire!
Lock on and fire, I think, and the end lights up. I'm not sure whose voice that is. That's obviously none of the original voice actors.
It's morphin' time!
It's morphin' time. All right, I love that they actually had the original song on there. It sounds like the original song, but it only says Go Go Power Rangers, and then it cuts off. I wish it would have played the whole song, or a lot more of the song. That would have been awesome to fight to with the theme music blaring, but it doesn't play that long.
Power up!
Power up.
Power up!
Power up.
Blade blasters up!
Blade blasters up.
Let's take them down!
Let's take them down.
Let's blast them!
Let's blast them.
Let's blast them!
Let's blast them. So it sounds like a lot of the same phrases, just one from a girl's voice and then one from a boy's voice.
Time to beat these beasts!
Time to beat these beasts.
Lock on and fire!
Lock on and fire.
Let's blast them!
Let's blast them.
Time to beat these beasts!
All right, so it sounds like now we're going into repeating. So when it says 20 plus phrases and sounds, it's actually a lot of the same lines, just one from a girl's voice, one from a boy's voice.
Lock on and fire!
Personally, I don't really care for all that. It doesn't even have like any of the voices from the show, at least the original show on there. I would have preferred just sound effects, to be honest. Maybe it's morphin' time, somebody saying that. But the theme song and then maybe a bunch of battle sounds, blasting sounds, maybe some groans or something from Goldar or whatever the case may be. But all that other stuff, I'll be honest, I don't really care for. Kids might like it. My kids personally, they pressed the button on this a few times before I came in here to do the video just to hear it. And they thought it sounded kind of silly. They're like, that's not the Power Rangers. Like, what is that? But then again, my kids have been exposed to all that and for a very long time, so they know what the original stuff sounds like. But yeah, so those are the sounds. The overall look of the Blade Blaster, I like it, but I feel like it's way too thick. It's way too wide. If anything, I thought it would have been, I mean, look at the original one. And then, you know, the handle, these handles are about the same length, but the other one has more hand space for, oh, that doesn't make, it's really weird. That doesn't make sense. They almost look the same size. Okay, so they are about the same size, but they just made these teeth, they moved the teeth up about a ½ an inch or more. My battery's dead in this one, so I can't compare the sounds, but you're not missing much. It was just like a little blasting sound and the end lighted up. Wasn't a bunch of phrases or anything like that. So I'm really not gonna compare electronics, because even this one with the phrases I don't like, the electronics are better in this one than the original one. So it definitely wins that battle. I don't like how they moved these teeth up. I wish they would have kind of left them, because there's definitely more space there. Designs are pretty close. This one's definitely more show accurate with the colors. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna try to figure this out. Okay, so you pull that back and the blade shoots out. Uh-oh, that doesn't want to move. Oh, there we go. All right, then you can click those into place. All right, I can hold it from right here pretty decently in the blaster form. All right, the blade still lights up if you guys can see that.
Let's take him down! It's morphin' time!
All right, so it's morphin' time. There we go.
Lock on and fire!
All right, so, you know, you don't get a different set of phrases, it doesn't sound like. It's pretty much the same stuff.
Blade blasters, up!
And then click that down. And when you move it forward, the blade retracts. Now, I really like that. In terms of playability, oh, there we go. In terms of playability, yeah, I like that.
Lock on and fire!
All right, so, I mean, I think it functions pretty well. That spring, I mean, it's got some pep in its step. Now, this is kind of rubberized. It's got like the hard plastic sides. It's got the teeth right here for the gear on the inside, and I can feel some of the grease on it, some of the gear grease. The outer blade is like a rubberized, you know, just a rubber blade wrapped around it for safety. But I like how it's got the hard plastic in the middle, so this isn't real flimsy. So on the other one, you know, you could pull this back and close the teeth just like that. But then you had to manually flip the blade up right here. And this blade was all rubberized. So, you know, they warp over time. They're pretty flimsy. I mean, I do like that it is silver. And it looks like the blade, but that's an easy fix on the other one. If you really want to put a light coat of silver on it, go ahead. But that's the old one. Let's compare links here. So it's pretty much the exact same length. These designs look very similar. I'll be honest. Other than this one, the new one being a little bit thicker, these are very, very similar in, you know, looks and design, other than the paint applications, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I really like not having to manipulate the blade. I like the way the blade is. Yeah, my only complaint with this, had these been in the same spot as the old one and been further down closer to the end, so that even an adult had that little bit of, that one extra tooth space to get your hand on there and hold it, this would have been, oh man, this would have been top notch. I still like it. It's still really good. But that one little change right there, and I'm not sure why they did that. Hold on. I'm trying to compare here and see if I can find, I mean, the chrome teeth on this one looked good here in the back. This one's more of a plastic. The teeth up here and stuff are still chrome. Yeah, I'm not sure. They just moved all of the teeth up just a little bit. And that little bit of difference just took away extra hand space. I like it though. I like the blaster. It looks like it's going to display well. The functionality from a kid's point of view, as far as manipulating it and the blade going in and out. Yeah, I think the blade blaster is a win right here. I really like this. It looks good, functions well. You've got the sounds and stuff, even though I don't agree with some of the sounds. You do have some decent electronics. It's fairly loud. You can hear it pretty well. Yeah, tell me what you guys think, but as far as the blaster goes, I mean, I think it's just a little too thick, but other than that, I kind of like it. I think it's a good product. Now, this has gone up in price. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't remember what I paid for this one. I don't know if it was $17.99 maybe, I think, for the blaster. Maybe it was $19.99, I don't remember. But I think this is upwards of $22 to $24 now. So they increased the price of this one just like they did the figures. All right, let's set the blaster aside and let's move on to the mask. All right, guys, so here we have the Green Ranger role-playing child's mask. Now, this is a little smaller than I thought it would be, so there's not really much for packaging. It comes on this little hanger right here. Let's see if this pops off easily. See if this is going to be the one thing that's easy to take off and put to use right away. All right, I thought this would snap off, but I'm guessing it doesn't. They can't make anything easy. All right, well, I guess we're gonna cut that. All right, I cut the little card thing off. All right, so on the back here, you've got the little strap. It's got a little head plate right here for their forehead and a little chin plate. Now, naturally, I did put this on my face just to see what it would look like. I can get the band around my head. It is just a little bit too small for an adult. Now, you can put it on your face, but your hair and the top of your head is going to be like right here, just barely visible. And then your chin is going to be pretty close to being visible right here, just past the bottom. So really wouldn't recommend this for an adult, but a kid should be able to put this over their face. I don't really have a lot to compare this to. I'm not going to compare it to an actual helmet because that just wouldn't be fair. But as an adult collector, my kid's not really going to wear this because they like the full helmet stuff, and they have some of that stuff. So I bought these, or at least I plan on buying these for just a display piece, because if you remove this headband, and let's see about how easy it's going to be to remove. So in order to take this off, it looks like we'll have to cut it. It is sewn on there, if you guys can see that. So we're not going to be able to just take this off of there. I might try to fold this down in there and secure it in a way to leave it. But I wanted to get this just to put on like a flat surface, like the wall, and just have all the Ranger little, it's like their helmet sticking out of the wall just a little bit. Because all in all, I think these look pretty good. I'll be honest, I think they do. The basic paint applications are there. I like these little masks. Now, these were $9.99 when I bought them. I would have liked to have had the whole set for, you know, 60 bucks. That'd have been nice, but these have also gone up in price. I don't remember the exact price. I'll throw it up. I think it was a couple bucks to $3 increase. So I still might eventually grab all of these, but these are the little role-playing masks. Tell me what you guys think about those, but I think they're going to look really good on just a flat surface with something solid behind it, so you can't see through it, so it just looks, you know, like a dark visor. I think that's going to look pretty cool. All right. If you were curious, here was the instructions for the blaster. It just kind of shows you how to replace the little batteries and then the basic function of it. And then it says the blade is designed to collapse to prevent injury. So if the blade is sticking out and you jam it into somebody, it gives way and pushes back into the weapon. All right, let's take a look at the Morpher. Okay, this was one of the other things I was looking forward to getting my hands on and checking out. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging right here. So we have 4 coins down here. We've got Saber-tooth Tiger, Mastodon, Triceratops, and Pterodactyl. And in the Morpher, as should be, we've got Tyrannosaurus. All right, we got the leader there. We've already got the coin inside of the Morpher. Now, I will say that the Morpher itself does look very bland and dull. What used to be decals on the old ones, I don't know if those are decals or just more plastic. These are very dull gray. Then you've got the light gray of the Morpher. The red is very bland. It's not bright. It doesn't pop. It probably looks better in the camera than it actually is. It's a very kind of bland, dull looking Morpher. I'll be honest there. I think this retailed when I bought it around that $16, $17 mark. I'll throw it up here on the screen. This also has gone up in price, but this has 40 plus phrases and sounds. Let's go ahead and check the back out here. We've got someone morphing into action there. It's morphin' time. Press the button to open. Press the top button to open. So you press The top, does this not have buttons on the sides? Oh my goodness, guys, look at that. It doesn't have side buttons. The buttons you press are both on top. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know why they went that direction. Okay, that's the first thing I'm seeing that I don't like change. I don't, I'm not digging that right now. We'll see how it functions, but I don't like a button being removed from right there on the side. All right, anyways, let's go back to the back here. Coins come in and out. Oh, it's got a belt clip. I did not know that. You can put it on your actual, your pants, on the front of your pants. The look of this right here with the buttons on top and everything reminds me of like the cassette player. You, hold on, I've got to grab it. I actually have it right over here. All right, here it is. I don't know why, but specifically this picture down here at the bottom, it just reminds me, seeing those red buttons on top and stuff, this comes to mind as soon as I see this picture right here. The colors are even really close to being the same. That's funny. I don't know. Sorry. Squirrel. Got distracted. All right, let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what it's all about. So, I'm not going to fast forward. Let's, you guys are going to come with me here to see how are we going to tear into this thing. I mean, obviously I could just start ripping this apart, which I might do, but all right. Yep, I'm going for it, guys. All right.
Let's take them down.
All right, let's take them down. That was the easiest thing to open. I mean, as far as just putting a little force into it and popping that bubble forward, it was obviously glued back behind the cardboard back there. Now, getting the coins out, that's gonna be the kicker. And I just threw the instructions at me. Oh, this is so unnecessary. I don't... Coins are flying everywhere. All right, I have collected everything that went flying across the room. Right here we have the instructions that fell out the bottom. Show you how to change the batteries, and takes 3 of the smaller batteries. Shows you basic functions. There's a demo on and off switch. Press down on the right button to activate additional sounds and phrases. Press down on the left button to open up the Morpher. Insert power coins into Morpher until it clicks into place. Each power coin unlocks different Power Ranger sounds and phrases. Close the Morpher. Okay. So those are the instructions. All right, let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. All right, first impressions. It's very boxy looking. Everything in this toy line has a very boxy, thick look. Right here's the belt clip. Ooh, that looks like that's gonna, does that belt clip come off? No, it doesn't. Man, that was, well, guys, what's going on with this? Why would they put this right here and eliminate all of your space in here for putting your hands? I'm not even talking about me as an adult. Okay, cool, yeah, I can't get my hands in there to grab it and like hold it as a Morpher really, unless I do this. But most of my kids wouldn't be able to do that either. I mean, that belt clip takes up a lot of finger space in there. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right, let's check out some of the stuff here. Okay, so we're behind the Morpher. I don't know which left and right it was really referring to, but let's press the right button. And the right button opens up the Morpher. So let's take a look at that. What is going on? Am I touching it? Oh my gosh, it's like no matter where I put my fingers, I end up touching it. Let's see if I hold it back here. Okay. That's another thing I don't like. There is a lot, I mean, these plates are thick. They take up a lot of space all the way around this thing, and if you're so much as touching it with a finger, kind of takes away that, that snapping spring effect of it opening up. You got to hold all the way back here so you don't touch it. And now I'm closing this. This is a very bulky, awkward thing to hold, and it's almost like you can't hold it in a good spot. I feel like I'm fumbling around with it, just trying to... Alright, so there's one sound effect. That sounds like the exact same one from the blaster.
It's Morpher time!
Same one from the blaster.
We need dinosaur power, now!
I think that was new, Dinosaur Power.
Tyrannosaurus!
That was new, that one was pretty cool.
Blast it on!
Alright, so it sounds to me like we're going to get the same 20 phrases from the other toy, from the blaster, and then 20 new ones calling out their dinosaurs, and the sounds from the dinosaurs, and maybe the dinosaur power. So, man, they recycled the sounds, okay? That's fine. As opposed to just 20 sounds and phrases of new ones, you get 40, so you get all the other ones as well. I guess I'm not going to argue about that. More sounds and stuff to mess with. But, guys, this toy is very awkward. I mean, I don't even like holding it. I really don't know where to put my fingers on it.
Pterodactyl!
Pterodactyl.
Triceratops! Saber-tooth tiger!
Alright, so we've got demo mode off and on. Let's turn it to on. I don't know what demo would have done differently, but...
We need dinosaur power, now! Tyrannosaurus! Hi-ya!
Hiya!
It's Morpher time!
Are all the after effects really necessary? Like when they say something cool, then we get like lightning sounds and all this stuff.
We need dinosaur power, now!
Like right there, we need dinosaur power. That's where you should have heard the roaring of, you know, the T-Rex or the all of them together, in my opinion. Why a lightning sound after that?
Tyrannosaurus! Hi-ya!
All right.
It's Morpher time!
Okay, let's take the coins out. How do you do that?
Morpher time!
I know, I get it.
We need dinosaur power, now! We need dinosaur power,
What is going on?
now! Tyrannosaurus!
I'm not pressing any buttons. Okay. Guys, that coin is not easy to get in and out of there. What is going on here? All right, so we've got 3... Are these? Oh, these are buttons. Okay. We've got 3 buttons back here. And it looks like each coin has a different peg to activate a different button or a different sequence of buttons. This has all 3. I don't like these little tabs sticking out the front of these coins. It makes the coins look kind of ridiculous.
We need dinosaur power, now! Tyrannosaurus!
All right, we need dinosaur power Tyrannosaurus. So I put the Tyrannosaurus coin in and he calls for Tyrannosaurus. These are not easy to get in and out of there. Let's see if Pterodactyl activates Pterodactyl.
Kimberly on! Let's get these monsters! Pterodactyl!
All right, so we got Pterodactyl. I don't like the coins, guys. It's not fun.
Kimberly on! Let's get these monsters! Pterodactyl!
That's not Kimberly. All right, let's try this again.
Trini Zach here. I'm ready to rock.
Trini Zach here. What is going on? Why is this not... Kimberly? No, not Kimberly.
Kimberly on. Let's get these monsters. Pterodactyl.
Guys, that's not Kimberly. It's not Kimberly. Stop saying Kimberly. I don't understand.
Kimberly on. Let's get these monsters. Pterodactyl.
All right, let's move on. Let's try Triceratops and see if that's Kimberly as well.
I'm Kimberly on.
What is going on?
Pterodactyl.
Why is everything Kimberly? Am I doing something wrong here? Zach does... All right, hold on. So I switched this to the on mode. That's off. That's demo. Let's try it on demo mode and see what happens. So I guess demo mode is just activated by the buttons that are exposed in the package on top. Okay.
It's Morpher time.
All right. With the coin in, let's try pressing a button.
Dinosaur power.
Okay. Let's try pressing the other button.
It's Morpher time.
What is going on? Why are...
Pterodactyl.
Oh my gosh. I don't understand why some of these aren't working. So it looks like Zach is supposed to just be these two buttons. So let's just press the buttons.
Zach here. I'm ready to rock. Mastodon.
All right. Why does that not work when I use the coin?
Kimberly. Zach here. I'm ready to rock.
So when I press on the coin real hard,
Zach here.
it works. When I just put the coin in, it doesn't. All right, let's try Billy. He's just the two side pieces.
I'm here and ready. Triceratops.
All right, let's try the coin again.
I'm here and ready. Triceratops.
All right, when I press on it, it works.
Kimberly on. Let's get these monsters.
When I...
Pterodactyl.
Kimberly, be quiet. All right, what's Sabretooth? Sabretooth's all three of them.
I'm here and ready. Triceratops.
No. Okay, I'm gonna try to press all three.
Trini here. Let's do it. Saber-tooth tiger. We need dinosaur power.
I don't know. Guys, I'm not impressed. I'm not liking this.
Kimberly, I'm here and ready. Trini here. Let's do it. Saber-tooth tiger. Zach.
Man. Oh, guys. No. Not liking it. All right. So it looks like this button's just getting overly activated maybe because that's Kimberly. And then the middle is Jason. So we have the right one. We have the center one. Who's just the left one? Nobody. Nobody's just the left one?
Dragonzord.
What? You guys hear that?
Dragonzord.
So, Dragonzord, huh? Well, you know what that tells me? We're going to get the green coin. It probably comes with a dagger, in all honesty. But that kind of tells me we're not getting a golden Green Ranger Morpher. All we're going to get is the coin. If this one's preloaded with the sounds, yeah, I'm guessing we're just getting Dragonzord. Or just the coin, I mean. What other combinations do we have here? So just right, just center, just left is green. So we've got both on the right. We've got both ends. We've got all three. What about both left ones?
Let's get him! Tiger Zord!
Tiger Zord, well, you guys heard that, right?
Let's get him! Tiger Zord!
All right, so this comes loaded with all the Rangers, green and white. So that already confirms White Ranger. At least they've already got the plans for it. So we're gonna get a White Ranger coin as well. Oh, guys, I don't like this. I don't like anything about it. And that's really sad because I was really looking forward to this Morpher. The blaster is pretty good in my opinion. I mean, the only critique I had of it was it's a little too thick, and I don't like the fact they raised the teeth so an adult can't grab the gun. Oh, where do I begin with this? All right. It looks dull. It looks bland. It looks cheap. All right. I could have got past that if it was fun and it worked. They took the buttons away from the side and they put them on top. They put this belt buckle right here so you can't even hold this the way that you're supposed to. The sounds and the button activations don't even seem to be functioning properly. I don't know why. I don't know if that's mine. But those don't work. It's bulky, it's hard to hold. You can't really find a good spot to put your fingers on this to hold it. The coins have these raised up tabs right here, but they do nothing to really help you get this coin out of here. I mean, maybe a little bit by just pressing in on it, but it looks kind of silly. Yeah, guys, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. Let's go ahead and compare it to the old one, all right? Now, this right here is my painted, re-stickered original Morpher, okay? So that's a little unfair. This isn't completely stock of what the original one looks like, but I'll take this hands down. It's got the button on the side like it's supposed to. Even as an adult, you can actually hold it. I don't have my batteries in this one. I'll do this one. Now, the sounds weren't great, okay? It makes that crazy little sound and it lights up. I'll show you here in a second. But the coins, you know, twisted and snapped out of there. Nothing crazy, but it worked. Just clicked into place. So here's an original stock one that's a little wore out. I'll make the noise. So it lights up and it beeps, okay? But I'll take some crappy electronics and lights and I can actually like play with it, use it, you can hold it, things look and kind of function as they should over this monstrosity any day. Sorry guys, I'm not liking this Morpher. It's kind of as disappointing as the figures were, actually even more so because I actually thought this would be kind of cool. I already expected the figures to not really impress me that much, but I was actually kind of looking forward to the Morpher. But I don't think it's worth $16. It doesn't even look good just to set on a shelf, in my opinion. It's just a blocky, dull looking little cube. That's really disappointing. Let's take a look at the Hasbro one. Hasbro one actually came with the buckle part, so this was separate. They didn't put your buckles right here where you have to hold it. All right. Size comparison. This one is slightly bigger, but it's got a little bit more angle to it, a little bit more curved depth to it. Oh, we got some sound, sorry. This one just looks way better. I mean, just hands down, looks way better. We got the button on the side where it should be. You got the handle where you can actually hold it. All right, I'm not really a fan of the electronics on this. I mean, you've got the really nice bright lights that glow. But yeah, this one was, as far as, you know, you got the original, okay, which I love. You've got the Hasbro one here, which in all honesty is kind of a step up. It's a little bit bigger. It still looks really good. It even looks better than, you know, the original one. This is my redone one again. The coins looked good. It was very functional. You could use it. It makes the, you know, it's got some noises to it, better sound effects than the original one anyways. And then you've got this very cheap looking, poorly functioning Playmates Morpher that looks more like a 90s cassette player than it does a Morpher. And it doesn't work very well. That's very, very disappointing. This right here, this is inexcusable. I understand maybe wanting to be able to put this on your belt buckle, but sacrificing the ability to even hold it properly and use it for this belt buckle, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Then the fact where, I mean, if your finger, I've been pressing this a million times. If your thumb is just a little bit too far forward, it stops it from opening. These coin functions are just terrible. Yep, I don't like the Morpher, guys. I'm sorry. Tell me what you guys think about it, but there are way too many negatives with this thing. All right, let's take one last look at everything here real quick, and then I'm gonna wrap this video up. All right, guys, here's one last look at the 3 role-playing items from the Power Rangers Reignition line that we just took a look at. We've got the Green Ranger mask, which I do kind of like, and I think they will make an awesome little display piece on the wall, especially when you get all of them kind of, you know, stacked on top of each other or straight across to put over your displays, whatever the case may be. The Blade Blaster, which I think, minus a few little things I think they could have done differently, is actually a pretty decent toy. I do like the functionality of it. I like the look of it. So this right here is probably worth picking up. Guys, the Morpher, I don't like the Morpher, and I cannot recommend spending your money on that Morpher. It is terrible. I think it would be more frustrating for a kid than it actually would be fun to use. And I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. The coin's not working properly, all the things that are wrong with it, the buckle in the back, I don't really like anything about it, guys, but that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think about these items. Do you have them? Are you enjoying them? What are your critiques about them? Do you even plan on picking them up? Hopefully I can inform you guys with some of this stuff of what you're getting into before you spend your money on it. Even at these lower prices compared to some of the more collector stuff, there are just some things I don't feel like you should waste your money on. Other things I will tell you in my honest opinion if I feel like it's worth picking up. Rita Repulsa from yesterday's video, definitely grab her. She is amazing. Oh, and one thing I want to point out real quick about that. All right, guys, real quick with the figures from yesterday. I didn't even fully notice this until after the video, but Rita scales excellent. She scales amazingly with the original Mighty Morphin, the Auto Morphin Rangers as far as the height and stuff goes. And she scales really well with the villains from those toy lines. It's almost like she was made or molded from or, you know, kind of designed by those scales of those heights, you know, of those villains, of those Rangers. The Automorphin Rangers from the new toy line are about an inch taller than Rita. It's kind of hard to see right there because of the angle of my camera, I understand that, but when I put their feet next to each other, you can see the huge height difference in the Ranger from Rita. And I'm guessing they're going to be bigger than pretty much all of the villains. I don't know why they did that. I don't understand the scaling here. Like, there's no reason why the Rangers should be an inch taller than Rita. That is a very big scale difference. And if all the monsters are kind of Rita's size and the Rangers are, you know, that much bigger than them, I mean, that's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with this or some of the decision making at Playmates. I'd really be interested to talk to the person that greenlit these designs or approved this stuff, or even if they even thought about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to point that out real quick. But Rita, oh man, go grab yourself a Rita. She's amazing. All right, guys, gonna wrap this up. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna be reviewing some of the other stuff once I get my hands on it, just to maybe save you some money. I've got some high hopes for a few other items in this toy line, so hopefully we get some more wins. But that's it, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Until next time, I will see you next video.